What's up and welcome back to Rumor Has It Official. Let's get straight into talking about 90 Day Fiance, Happily Ever After. This is season 4, episode 14. This is the Tell All Part 2. So part 2 is just as dry as part 1. Chantel and Pedro, they leave the cast, so they get straight into Ashley and Jay's mess. Ashley says that things are over between her and Jay, and he has his own place now. Pal starts picking with Ashley and laughing when she really needed to just shut up and mind her own business. Now, Jay admits to cheating a total of 3 times while being in the US. Jay says that things won't work because Ashley is controlling, and the whole time they were together, she was holding his green card over his head. Next, they video in Chuck, Elizabeth's father. They play a series of scenes of her father and Andrei and their battle and just the type of season that they had, which was rocky and rough. Even when Andrei snatched the phone, they also played that scene. When he snatched that phone out of Elizabeth's hand, Chuck says that he feels Andrei is very prideful when it comes to him being willing to offer him a job, but Andrei doesn't want his help. So Elizabeth chimes in saying that she feels both of them are in the wrong. Andrei, he was lying through his teeth, talking about, he has his full-time job now, and he went from having a full-time job to working 60 hours, then it dropped to 40 hours, then he said 0. So he's just sitting on the couch the entire time, just lying about what he does, and that's nothing. Nothing has come through from the ads that he's placed on social media. Next, they bring up Colt and Larissa's marriage. And when they show a series of scenes with Larissa and Colt, she gets very emotional. Colt once again is trying to argue with Larissa, and he brings up all the things that he did for her. He bought her this and that, he did this and that, and she did nothing for him. Colt tells her that he still loves her. When they take a break, Colt lists all these wonderful qualities that he loves, but couldn't do that while they were live. So I didn't get that. Andrei decides to chime in to the conversation and says that he believes Colt, but not Larissa so much. Like any of us cares what Andrei thinks. When he was talking, I just really wanted to say, Andrei, shut up. Just shut up, okay? So Colt felt like he had a friend and was so happy to finally have someone else on his side other than his mother. When they come back from break, they add Debbie to the couch. She says if Larissa attacks her, she's gonna fire back. Larissa greets Debbie, and of course, Debbie is dry. Debbie can't really fire back on Larissa because Larissa is taking accountability for some of the things that transpired. So they play a couple throwback scenes, and Colt and Larissa get into a screaming battle on how much her ring costs. Larissa said the ring only costs like $200. Colt says it costs over $2,000. So Debbie wastes no time jumping in, and Colt has to tell her to calm down. Now Sean, who is the host, then wants to know if Larissa is with someone, because you notice Larissa's kind of looking off to the side, and she then brings her boyfriend Eric on. And Colt and Debbie instantly are big mad, okay? They're frustrated. You could tell it all over their face. So Colt tells Eric that he fixed her for him. Colt is so full of himself, and Debbie jumps in, running her mouth, talking about, we're getting a restraining order on you, against you, that type of thing. And Larissa then disconnects the video chat and tells the production team she'll come back when they treat her with respect. Colt was so funny, I just have to say. When he was like, I poured my heart out to you, Larissa, it's just a bunch of games that he's playing, and he's just, trying to manipulate the situation and everybody around him. So Larissa decides to come back. So Colt gets heated when Larissa's boyfriend Eric says that he'd moved to Brazil to be with Larissa. Why do they even care when they want her deported? Colt said that he didn't even care if she got deported. He makes demands that he wants Eric off of the screen. The producers in the beginning don't seem to really want to meet that type of request, it. I think they want to keep it going because it makes for good TV, and they know that this tell-all has been dry and boring. So when Colt storms off of the stage, he takes a bottle of water and throws it at the TV backstage. And Debbie is just one of those pimples that you just can't get rid of. Even though you treat it, it's still there. It goes away in its own time when it wants to. So Andrei, he chimes in saying that it's garbage and Larissa is playing with Colt's feelings. So Andrei was team Colt on the tell-all. And I know Colt felt so good to have somebody to have his back. So next they bring out Rava Lee, which is Nicole's mother, and they also video chat with Azan. Nicole says that it's been a year since she last seen Azan. They discuss the emails that Joe, which is Nicole's stepfather, has been receiving from someone who lives in Morocco. They kind of brush over that a little bit, but when Azan is questioned about where the $6,000 went, he doesn't even make sense. They're both lying out of their teeth, and we the viewers plus the cast know it. We all know that they're lying. Azan is pretty much mute when the host is directing a question towards him, and then Nicole answers the questions for him, and then he tries to jump in and add his little 2 cents, but he isn't really saying anything. Nothing is making sense, and it leaves you more confused than ever before, really. So during the break, Russ tells Nicole to please be careful and that he agrees with her family that Azan is scamming her. So next they show Michael and Kendall from the barbershop that Jay used to work at and do like his tattoos in there. So they join the tell-all. They discuss the incident that occurred while Jay was supposed to be working, and Jay gets extremely defensive and all riled up, even saying that Michael was trying to get with Ashley behind his back, which there may be some truth to that. But I guess he felt the need to start snitching and to get the focus off of him a bit because he feels like he's being blamed for everything in regards to their relationship and why it went wrong. So Jay is definitely trying to act all tough on this tell-all and ends up walking off the stage. I'm just so tired of everyone walking off the stage every time. They don't want to face the problems head on, their problems head on. You know, they don't like what's being said about them, so they're storming off, and I just feel like it's just very irritating. So when Jay comes back, the next thing they argue about is that he had a whole new relationship that Ashley found out about, and Jay says that Ashley was talking to both of her exes. Ashley denies it and she storms off the stage. This tell-all is a joke and it's boring as I don't know what. You know, at this point, I'm just really over it, and I'm glad that this season is done. So Ashley actually leaves the building, thank God. And, you know, they show us scenes from when Pal and Elizabeth had natural births, when they gave birth to their babies. So Pal says that she prefers Russ to be gone because he doesn't help and he's missed out on a lot of moments with Axel. Russ says that the only thing that brings him back is his son. So Pal doesn't feel Russ is doing enough, and she doesn't even want to try marriage counseling. She's complaining and wants to be in control of Russ, but if he doesn't work, how will he even provide for his family? When Nicole chimed in and said seeing them with their kids and significant others by their sides during the birth, it makes her excited to have kids with Azan. Y'all, I'm telling you, I wanted to just throw my whole TV away. I mean, just throw it out the window, because that pretty much just wrapped up the whole tell-all for me. I thought that was hilarious because everybody knows, us the viewers, again the cast, everybody knows that this whole relationship is a joke. We know that she knows she's being scammed and she's trying to save face because she's humiliated. The girl's embarrassed. It's just a mess. Comment down below and let me know your thoughts about this tell-all on 90 Day Fiance Happily Ever After. This was season 4, episode 14. This was the tell all part 2. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Share with a friend who also loves watching 90 Day Fiance. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you'll be notified on the next time that I make an upload. And I look forward to talking to you guys in the next video. Peace.